Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we've got a story titled, Me, 20 female, cheated on my boyfriend, 20 male, with my neighbour, 19 male, who is now blackmailing me. Don't cheat. Before we get into the video, just wanted to remind you of the Patreon channel. The link is in the description if you want to check it out. There is more exclusive / explicit stories I read on there. Basically things I can't say on YouTube and stories I can't read on YouTube because of certain words. But yeah, if you want to check it out, it will be in the description. So just check it out if you'd like, and we'll get straight into the video. Alright, bear with me please. My boyfriend and I have been together for almost a year and a half now. That's a long time. We met in freshman year of college and hit it off immediately. This summer, I had to come home while he stayed away at school. Although our relationship has never been perfect, it's been pretty solid. We broke up right before I left for summer because I caught him talking to other girls. What is this? Since then, our trust issues, being in long distance, have gone crazy. We have slowly been working on them, and the past couple of weeks have been awesome. So, she cheated, but he was also talking to girls first. He kind of... that's no excuse for cheating. You shouldn't have cheated. But also, depending on who you are, what relationship and certain people, talking to other girls is classified as cheating. And what kind of talking to other girls? I'm guessing it was if her trust is broken. She had trust issues. I'm guessing he was talking to the girls in a flirtatious way, I guess. And if that's the case, in my opinion, if I caught my boyfriend talking to girls in a flirtatious way like that, it's starting off as both of them doing stuff they obviously not meant to, like talking to girls and cheating. Now to my neighbour part. My neighbour and I had a thing in high school before I left for college. I took his virginity before leaving and we remained friends. This summer, however, he got upset that people knew I took his virginity and kept texting me saying he wanted to show me a better time, blah blah blah. All with me answering no. I have a boyfriend. I don't really care what you want. Well, one day, I had a weak moment and he came over and we ended up having intercourse. Immediately after he left, I sat down and cried and have been feeling like sugar honey iced tea since. I don't know how you just had a weak moment, or I just got caught up, could never be me. Could never be me. Which brings me to now. Tonight, my neighbour texted me to hang out and I declined. He got upset saying, I never hang out anymore. You must be feeling guilty. I did not answer him, and he texted me saying, I wonder how guilty you would feel if people knew. I replied, are you attempting to threaten me? And he tried to deny it. He then said either come over or I'm going to tell people and ruin your life. What have you done? I told him to go F himself, in brackets, which probably wasn't smart, and he got pissed. The conversation ended with me saying, F off, and him saying people know. From here, I don't really know what to do. Do I tell my boyfriend? If I do, he will definitely break up with me. But if I don't know how I'll handle the stress of waiting for the day he finds out. Yeah, tell him. I would definitely tell him. So I just realized that there's a story 2, there's no title. I don't know if it maybe is the same girl later on. I don't know. But before we get into the story 2, I just want to take it back to story 1 and say, tell your boyfriend, just because he deserves to know that you cheated on him. Not because, he might find out later on. Also, I don't know how people can just, in the moment, lose control or have a weak moment and cheat. Make it make sense. Could never be me, as I said. Anyways, I just think you should tell him and you should block this other guy because he's obviously manipulative as hell. Do not be associated or in contact with someone that blackmails you. And tell your boyfriend that you cheated because your boyfriend doesn't deserve to think that you're a perfect girlfriend. Anyways, we're going to just go to story 2. Like I said, there's no title. I guess we'll just see what the story is about. Hi, I am a female, 21, and let me be clear, I am completely in love with my boyfriend, who is male, 22. I've made a mistake, but that does not define who I am, even though I completely understand I am in the wrong here. We've been dating for 2 years and everything is going too well. Our relationship is very healthy. We have both been head over heels with each other and there's no sign of toxicness. My boyfriend is an angel in every aspect and I'm very lucky to have him. We have the same circle of friends. So, one of his friends flew out here to see him, and on the nights of his stay, we went out to party, just the two of us, because everybody else didn't want to go. We don't know where it's gone. We got super drunk and ended up spending the night together. My relationship has always been too healthy, and being with my boyfriend's friend gave me the adrenaline rush that was missing in my life. What do you mean it's too healthy? Do you mean it's just... if you want to spice up your life, if you want to spice up your relationship, if it's too healthy, even though that should be the best thing ever, you tell your boyfriend, oh, can we like do something, like spice it up? Like, don't go and cheat. Like, obviously it's just too like vanilla maybe for her, and that's why she's saying it's too healthy. If it's too healthy, you should be able to talk to your boyfriend and say, I feel like I need my needs to be met differently or something, you know, like, I feel like there's a better way. Anyways, let's just keep reading. Next morning, when I came back home and processed everything that had happened, I couldn't move. I hate when people be like that, like, oh my god, I feel so guilty. Go, what was it, Patricia? Like, I was completely shattered with my actions and I didn't know what to do. 1 week of acting cold with my boyfriend because I couldn't deal with the guilt. And now the boyfriend's getting the bad hand as well. Like, I told him what happened that night. I missed the part where I had intercourse with his friend, but told him that we slept on the same bed, but did not sleep with each other. How are you going to feel guilty and then just straight up lie to your boyfriend? You're going to still feel guilty because you still did something wrong and now you've lied on top of that. Anyway, let's keep reading. It's actually making me mad. He believed me and forgave me. Things were going great again. I had started feeling better. I realized my mistake and had no intention to repeat it until his friend came back to town last week again and texted me. I went out for a few drinks with him, just the two of us. What? I set my boundaries very clear. No, you didn't, because you went and had drinks with him. Okay, so she set her boundaries, obviously didn't. That it was just a few drinks and nothing else. We just wanted to clear the air because our circle is the same and it was awkward. Unfortunately, we ended up spending the night together. Again. I came back home the next morning. I could not live with the guilt because I realized that what I did was wrong. I knew I had crossed the line and I had no way to fix it. I went to my boyfriend's place and broke up with him. I didn't have the heart to tell him what actually happened. I still broke up with him because he did not deserve what I did with him. He is an absolute angel and I'm completely in love with him, but I did not know why I did what I did. I probably needed the adrenaline rush, but I realized it wasn't worth it. I broke up with him, but now I am unable to deal with it. I am open to suggestions. I just know I can't tell him what actually happened. What do you guys think? I think you should tell him what happened and also tell it was with a friend, because the friend is also getting off the hook right now for doing his friend dirty. Like, you were both so wrong for doing that. I forgot it was his friend, which makes it worse. What a horrible friend. What a horrible girlfriend. He deserves to know, especially that you just broke up with him out of nowhere. Anyway, so there's comments for this one. I think it's showing. I don't know if it's just for this one or not. Either way, there's comments. One of them just says, "You're a piece of bleep." Sugar honey iced tea, if you want to know what kind of swear word it was. Another comment says, "Lol, I'm trying to knock you, but it's not getting fixed. Cheating the first time? I mean, let's just say for the sake of argument, you get a pass there. It happens." Well, I don't like that comment because it doesn't just happen. You choose to do it. But the second time with the same guy in the same scenario, either keep cheating or break up. This isn't getting fixed. Next comment says, "You need to accept responsibility for your actions and face the consequences of them." Yeah. "You must tell your ex the entire story, that you effed his friend twice, lied about it, and broke up with him because it was easier than telling him the truth. You owe that to him. He at least needs to be able to rid himself of his friend and will certainly help him find closure." Basically what I was trying to say before. The friend is a horrible person as well, and he's getting off the hook right now as well because you were just breaking up with him instead of telling him that you are a horrible girlfriend. Anyways, the next comment says, I think anytime you want to do something that you know the other person wouldn't approve of and you do it anyways, that is a sign of toxicity. True. If your relationship with 100% healthy, you would have told him beforehand that you were attracted to his friend. Or immediately after you had intercourse with him, you would have told him. After all, on a non-toxic relationship, there is no reason to be anything but totally honest. Yeah, that's what I was kind of trying to say too, in the sense of, if you're obviously seeing this too healthy, blah, 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 you tell him, oh, and like you like the adrenaline rush of cheating. Maybe like you should have tried to find that with your boyfriend before you cheated. Anyways, this is pretty common in our culture. I think it's mostly tied to insecurity. We are afraid of losing something, so we don't tell the whole truth. But really, if a relationship is meaningful, then it will always survive the truth. It might change, but it will survive. Okay, so the last comment is, there's no coming back from this. You've made a terrible mistake. Your ex-boyfriend deserves to know why you broke up with him, and he also deserves to know that he has a horrible guy who pretends to be his friend, so he at least can decide what he wants to do with that information. Exactly. This will be out there eventually. He will know eventually, and when he does, it's best that he learns from you, for your own sake. You will regret not telling him once he learns about it. The only way this relationship could maybe be fixed is by you being honest with him, so there's at least a sense of honesty between you two. Otherwise, you're not protecting his feelings. It only means that once again, you're being selfish and are protecting your own feelings because of your own mistakes. It will hurt, it will be hard, but if you have even the slightest bit of respect left for him, and I can tell that despite your actions, you do care for him, you're gonna tell him. It hurts a lot more to learn about it later by someone else. What he said. Exactly what they said. Like, that's scary. Basically, exactly what that guy said. This comment basically put all the words in my head, all my thoughts, in a paragraph. That's exactly how I feel about this. Just tell him. You already broke up with him, so just tell him. You already hurt him by breaking up with him, just tell him. I'm gonna get too mad if I keep talking about this, so I'm just gonna stop here. Let me know what you thought about this story in the comments. Well, both stories, sorry, I forgot there's 2 stories in this one. Yeah, so let me know what you thought about this in the comments. I can't. When they're written in the person that cheated's point of view, they're always just so delusional. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Don't forget about the Patreon channel in the description if you want to check it out. Check it out. You don't have to. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you in another video, guys. Bye!